Alright YouTube, this is the Old School Duelist with, once again, another deck update for my Remove from Play deck. This is like my third or fourth one, I don't even know. But this is about as complete as it's been so far. Like I said, this is my third or fourth video, and I think I should remove the previous videos because not a lot of people like to leave nasty comments on such old videos. You know, yeah, I know those old decks sucked. They were not yet modified for the new format and all that stuff. I mean, look at the date on them, they're old. I've been modifying a lot. Anyways, let's get on with it. Deck is 3 Caius, 2 Raiza, Gorz, Chaos Sorcerer, Cyber Dragon, 3 DD Survivors, 2 DD Assailants, 2 DD Warrior Ladies, 3 DD Scout Plane, 2 Banisher the Radiance, Breaker, 2 Dimensional Fissures, 2 Grand Convergence, Lightning Vortex, Heavy Storm, Giant Trunade, Mystical Space Typhoon, Smashing Ground, Allure of Darkness, 2 enemy controllers, Brain Control, ROTA, 3 Macro-Cosmos, Torrential Tribute, 2 Bottomless, and 2 Compulsory Evacuation devices. Okay, now to talk about the deck a little bit here. Had a lot of people tell me in the past not to run not to run Chaos Sorcerer. Like, oh, it's impossible to get out in this particular deck because you're only removing everything, and well, that's not always true. I mean, you don't always have your macro or your dimensional fissure out. Sometimes they get heavy, sometimes they get broken, sometimes you just don't draw them. And good light monsters to run Chaos Sorcerer with are my Cyber Dragon and my 2 Banishers. And my Banishers are nice because they have a macro effect. But when they're destroyed, you know, they go to the grave, so I got a free light monster in the grave. And as long as I don't have the D-Fissure or a macro out, there's a light in the grave. Scout Plane's a good dark monster. Ditch a Scout Plane, ditch a Banisher, get the Chaos. It's kind of just a good backup plan. There's really no reason why I shouldn't run it. Bit of a tech question. I've been thinking about whether or not I should run 2 Cyber Dragons now, seeing as it is semi-limited. I've got 8 above 5-star monsters already, but I know Cyber Dragon comes out as a special, but still, that doesn't always work. I'm thinking about running 2 of them because it's a real aggressive sort of play, throwing out a Cyber Dragon, and also it's good with Monarchs. You know, special summon Cyber, offer it right away for a Monarch, and you know, I can basically, you know, play a Monarch in the first turn. I'm sure everybody gets that. What are some other cool tech things I've noticed about this deck? Grand Convergence. I ran and have ran this card since I made this deck, and I made this deck like when the whole Macro-Cosmos deck became popular. I've been running this deck for a really long time. And recently, as I've been playing, people have been saying, what the heck is Grand Convergence? What does that do? I'm like, man, if you run a deck with Macro-Cosmos, you have to run Grand Convergence. This card is amazing. This card is ridiculous. People just go nuts when I play this card, and they're just like, oh, you can't be serious. Destroy every single monster and do 300 life points. It's a good card. I like it. Everybody with a macro deck should run Grand Convergence. enemy controller. A lot of guys use it just for the switch battle position effect. I know the Blackwings use the second effect. I especially use the second effect. Macrocosmos on the field. Enemy controller. Pitch one of your DDs, one of your returners. Take one of their monsters. Offer it for a Monarch. Pretty sweet. Brain control. For tech purposes, I substituted Soul Exchange for brain control. Soul Exchange is pretty cool. There's no payment involved, except that you can't use your battle phase, which is why I thought 800 life points is worth being able to attack with a Monarch that you summoned using your opponent's monster. That's kind of cool. Compulsory Evacuation device. I basically try to use this card as a Monarch recycler. I use its effect, attack with it. Maybe it becomes targeted by something and I don't really want it to get destroyed. Compulsory my Monarch back to my hand, I get to use it again. I might take some damage, but I get a Monarch effect. Or I can also use it to bump opponent's monsters back to my hand, so it's got a dual effect there. Alright, so that is one of the final incarnations of my Remove from Play deck. I would say the last thing I would want to do to this deck would be throw in my tuners. I've got a couple Creebons, and I want to get a Gale. Get some Synchros and beef this deck up with Synchros. And that's about it. Alright, one last thing. I mentioned in my previous video that I've been thinking about making a banner. If anybody has some banner ideas for me, this is my main deck and kind of my favorite deck of choice. If that gives anybody banner ideas, PM me with any banner ideas. And that's it. Thanks for checking it out.